Good morning. This week on CPTV, TriCappa sponsors their yearly art show in the Media Center. Crown City Records is looking for bands and solo artists to perform at Foodstock, and both the boys and girls track teams dominate at Hobart's Little Five. This and more on CPTV. Hi, I'm Raquel Majors.
And I'm Toby Schmidt.
Welcome to CPTV. Ashley Majors will have your extended forecast, and Hannah Wallace will bring us sports.
Here's what's happening at Crown Point High School.
The annual Student Teacher Olympics will take place tomorrow night from 6 to 8 p.m. in the gym. Sign-ups for students are in Mrs. Yeager's room, C210, and Mr. Shee's room, D236.
The Student Teacher Olympics started 3 years ago. It was an effort between the Lead Council and Interact Club to raise money for the Nick Foundation. Nick is Northwest Indiana Cancer Kids, and we have a teacher, Kate Pershawn, over at Timothy Ball. Her son Drew had cancer, and she realized that there just was not enough services in Northwest Indiana for families with kids with cancer.
Tickets to the Olympics are $5 per person. All proceeds will be donated to the Northwest Indiana Cancer Kids, or NIC Foundation, which is a program that helps families of children stricken with cancer in Northwest Indiana. Student Council has organized a fundraising night at Pizza Hut in Crown Point tonight from 4 to 8 p.m. 20% of each dinner bill will go to Riley's Children's Hospital.
The TriCappa Art Show, which features works created by CPHS advanced art students, is now on display through April 26th in the Media Center.
TriCappa has gone ahead and donated over $2,000 for awards. The students who are in the actual show are advanced art students. They were able to pick 2 pieces of their own work to go ahead and donate for the show for judging, and it's student directed, and it's their best work that they have. And so from that also there will be a $300 scholarship award given also to a noteworthy senior student majoring in art.
Awards and scholarships will be presented tonight at 6 p.m. in the Media Center. The 5th annual Foodstock, a concert featuring CPHS bands and solo artists, will take place Friday, May 17th at On the Square Sports Academy. Here's Alex Nicola with more.
This year, Crown Point High School's very own record company, Crown City Records, will be hosting the 5th annual Foodstock. Foodstock is a charity event which all proceeds go to the Northwest Indiana Food Bank. This is an opportunity for local musicians to come together in good fun and for a good cause. For this year's event, a meeting will be held this Friday, April 19th, after school in Mr. Gloff's room, D135.
Foodstock's a really good time. It was personally my first show ever that I ever did in front of a live audience, so it was really cool. It's really fun seeing a bunch of different genres of bands, to play at the same time, and it's just a really good time. People come out and they don't really know what to expect.
I'm excited for Foodstock this year because, well, not only is it always good to see all the new bands and everyone locally in the area trying to play this show, it's also always for a good cause. The food pantry is, a great thing to raise all this money for.
If you're interested in learning more on this event and becoming a part of Foodstock, feel free to attend the meeting this Friday, April 19th, after school in Mr. Gloff's room, D135. For CPTV, I'm Alex Nicola.
The show is a benefit for the Food Bank of Northwest Indiana. This weekend, CPTV film critic Nick Sansoni attended the Chicago Film Critics Association first annual Chicago Critics Film Festival, a 3-day collection of more than 20 feature and short films. The festival took place at the Movico Theaters in Rosemont, Illinois. Here with more is Nick Sansoni.
I was extremely happy to be able to attend the first annual Chicago Critics Film Festival this past weekend. The Chicago Critics Film Festival is the only festival of its kind that's run by a critics group. And because of that, all the films that were selected because of their previous critical response. From Sundance to Cannes, all of these films have received some kind of critical praise. Of course, the significance of the festival changed dramatically after the surprising passing of the #1 Chicago critic, Roger Ebert. The festival was then dedicated in his memory. My personal favorite film of the festival was also the opening night movie, Stories We Tell. Stories We Tell is a documentary made by Canadian actress, writer, director Sarah Polley about her family history and how she discovered her biological father. I loved it because I just thought it was fun, relatable, moving, and informative all at the same time, and because it was so good, no other film topped it for the rest of the weekends. There are also some great high school movies I saw at the festival, including one called Grow Up Tony Phillips. For me, the coolest thing about this movie was that the writer-director Emily Higgins was only 20 years old when she made it, and it was also her fourth feature film. I even had the pleasure of talking to her a little bit about her awesome filmmaking career.
I guess I just want to make movies that are entertaining to people that will find the audience that can really connect with the stories. And I guess whenever I see a movie where I'm like, wow, that's like what I went through, and it just really strikes an emotional chord with me and just inspires me to tell stories. So I guess I want to hopefully make movies that will help encourage other people to make movies. I don't think my first feature is very good, but hopefully it'll convince other 12-year-olds like I can make something better than that. So I guess that's why I'm okay with it being out there, just so other kids can see it and understand that like you don't have to have a gazillion dollars to make a movie if you have passion and perseverance and just a couple of things. Like I said, I don't have any money. It's just loving what you do and doing everything you can to make it happen, which is also what Grow Up Tony Phillips is kind of about.
The film is set to have a limited release in October. The other great high school movie I saw at the festival was one called The Spectacular Now. It stars Shailene Woodley, and I even had the pleasure of talking with the director, James Ponsall, a little bit about the film.
The Spectacular Now, it's based on a wonderful novel, and it's about a kid named Sutter. He's a senior in high school. He's the life of the party, and he's kind of cruising through life. He's got sort of this living in the now kind of philosophy that kind of works for him. But, inside he's kind of dealing with pain, and he self-medicates a lot, and then he meets this girl named Amy, who wouldn't normally sort of swim in the same sort of social, circles with him in school, and, she's not really into partying, she's not really into sort of pop culture like a lot of the other kids. And the story's about their relationship and the way that they affect each other, and it's kind of an honest, emotional romance about teenagers.
The film is set to open in August. Overall, this festival, it was just an amazing weekend of so many great films and filmmakers. It's like having a movie lover's dream right in your home backyard. For CPTV, I'm Nick Sansoni.
The National Honor Society induction rehearsal has been changed from Monday, April 22nd to Tuesday, April 23rd, immediately after school in the auditorium. All students being inducted must attend the rehearsal. Prom will take place at the Halls of St. George this Saturday at 6 p.m. Doors will open at CPHS at 4 p.m. for the Grand March, which will start at 4:30. The crowning of Prom King and Queen will take place at the conclusion of the march. Speaking of prom, many students are wondering if the weather will cooperate with this weekend's plans. Here with the forecast is my sister that I love more than anything in the world, Ashley Majors.
Thanks, Kel. We've had some crazy temperature changes lately, and it doesn't look like that will change much this week as we look ahead to prom weekend. Thursday, we're looking at a high of 68 degrees with a decent chance of some thunderstorms. Then we'll drop 25 degrees on Friday, which will give us a high of 43 degrees and another chance of a rain and snow mix. We should turn that all around this weekend with a high of 49 on Saturday and 57 on Sunday. Both days we should see a considerable amount of sunshine. However, the forecasted low on prom night is currently 35 degrees. If this proves to be true, it looks like some of us may be wearing jackets to prom this year. Toby?
Thanks, Ashley. The Guidance Department will be hosting an event entitled Navigating the College Admission Process for the parents of 10th and 11th grade students on Tuesday, April 30th in the LGI room beginning at 6 p.m. Winter Guard concluded their competition season by traveling to LaPorte for the finals where they placed 4th out of 10 teams.
It feels really great to have 4th in championships because of all our hard work. It's just really paid off. With 2 practices a week, 3 hours each, knowing that I ended my senior year with 4th place, it feels really good.
There will be a Band ISMA concert next Tuesday, April 23rd at 6 p.m. in the auditorium. The concert will feature songs to be performed at the Indiana State School Music Association Organizational State Qualifier Competition. CPHS will host a variety of summer sport camps. All summer camps are coordinated and directed by their respective varsity coaches. Camp sessions are based on grade level and will be held here at CPHS unless noted otherwise. Students interested in volunteering and earning community service hours by working camps should contact the varsity coach of your desired sport for more information.
Are you taking the SAT in June? You can get some tutoring in the SAT boot camp that will be held 2 weeks before the test date. Sign up in Mr. Lambersi's room during zero period now through April 26th. The cost of the class is $100 and includes an SAT prep book. Because of the weather, a total of 7 baseball and softball games have been canceled in this young season. Here with sports is Hannah Wallace.
Thanks, Toby. You're right. The number of cancellations continued to grow over the weekend as the baseball team versus Warsaw Community and the softball team CP Invite were both canceled. Both teams will attempt to take on Chesterton this Friday as the softball team plays at home and the baseball team plays at Chesterton. The one sporting event that didn't get canceled due to the weather was track and field. The girls and boys both traveled to Hobart to compete at the Little Five. The girls' track team finished in first place. Event winners include Alex Raynock, Amber Willett, Alex Santamore, and Bridget Banzer in the 4x8, Bailey Beckham in the 400 meter, Alex Raynock in the 800 meter, Amber Willett, Katie Milady, Jory Horn, and Bailey Beckham in the 4x4, and Rachel Smith in the shot put and discus. The boys' team also finished in first, with Tom Sterniak getting first in the 1600 meter, Zach Steeman winning the 800 meter, and meet MVP Zach Snyderwine finishing in first in both the 200 meter dash and along with the 400 meter dash. Both teams compete against Chesterton on Tuesday. The girls will be at Chesterton while the boys face the Trojans at home. In sports shorts, the girls' tennis team will play matches today at home versus Highland and tomorrow at home versus Portage. And that's it for sports.
Thanks, Hannah.
That's it for this week. For Ashley Majors, Hannah Wallace, and all of us here at CPTV, I'm Toby Schmidt.
And I'm Raquel Majors.
Have a great time at prom.
Be safe.